Have you ever crawled into bed exhausted, only to stare at the ceiling for hours? Or maybe you fall asleep easily, but wake up again and again in the middle of the night, feeling groggy, restless, or even with painful leg cramps. If you're over 60 and struggling with sleep, you're definitely not alone. But what might surprise you is this. The food you eat, especially at dinner or even earlier in the day, might be the very reason you can't sleep well. Yes, something as simple as your evening snack could be quietly robbing you of the restful, healing sleep your body needs. Hi, I'm Dr. Alex Carter. I'm 70 years old with over 45 years of experience in medicine. I hold advanced degrees from top medical universities, but more importantly, I've spent decades helping people live healthier, stronger, and more active lives well into their golden years. Through my journey as a doctor, and as someone walking the same road of aging you are, I've learned that small habits can make a big difference. And tonight, I want to share with you the foods you should avoid if you want deeper, uninterrupted, more restorative sleep. Some of these might surprise you, but don't worry. I'll also show you what to eat instead to support better sleep naturally. So make yourself comfortable, grab a pen if you'd like to take notes, and if you're interested in practical, science-based health advice for life after 60, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, Life After 60, where I help you feel your best every day and every night. Let's dive in. So, what are some common sleep sabotages? The number one culprit? Caffeine. And it's not just in coffee, and it lingers longer than you think. Let's start with an obvious one, but with a twist. Yes, coffee is the classic culprit when it comes to poor sleep, but what many older adults don't realize is just how long caffeine stays in the body. After just 1 cup of coffee, half the caffeine can remain in your system 6 to 8 hours later. That means even a cup of coffee at noon could be affecting your sleep at 8 p.m. But caffeine isn't just in coffee. It's also in black and green teas, even decaf sometimes, dark chocolate, even small squares, some sodas and energy drinks like cola, certain medications, including headache pills and even cold medicine. Why it matters for seniors? As we age, our metabolism slows down. That means caffeine stays in our system even longer, and its effects can feel stronger. Plus, older adults are more likely to have light sleep, and caffeine can increase the number of times you wake up in the night, especially during deep sleep stages that are crucial for memory and healing. What to do instead? Switch to herbal teas like chamomile, lemon balm, or valerian root in the afternoon and evening. These can actually support better sleep. Watch labels for hidden caffeine in medications and supplements. And if you enjoy chocolate, have a small piece earlier in the day and avoid it after 2 p.m. Number 2, alcohol, the sleep trickster. Many people, especially seniors, say a glass of wine helps them unwind and fall asleep faster. And they're not wrong, at least not entirely. Alcohol does initially have a sedating effect, but here's the trap. It disrupts your sleep cycles, especially in the second half of the night. Studies show that alcohol reduces REM sleep, the stage where dreaming, memory consolidation, and emotional processing happen. It also increases the likelihood of nighttime awakenings, snoring, and even sleep apnea. Why it matters for seniors? As we get older, our bodies become less efficient at processing alcohol. That means it stays in our system longer and disrupts sleep more dramatically. Plus, alcohol can interact negatively with common medications and is dehydrating, which increases the chances of muscle cramps or waking up to use the bathroom. What to do instead? If you enjoy a drink, limit it to 1 glass no later than 6 p.m. Try swapping alcohol for a warm, soothing drink like golden milk, a mix of almond milk with turmeric, cinnamon, and the touch of honey. It's calming and anti-inflammatory. Stay hydrated earlier in the day and sip lightly in the evening to avoid nighttime trips to the bathroom.
Number 3, heavy, fatty, or spicy dinners. Now, let's talk about dinner. You might love a cheesy pizza, a fatty steak, or some spicy takeout from time to time, but these can wreak havoc on your digestion and your sleep. Fatty foods take longer to digest. They keep your digestive system busy, often leading to acid reflux, indigestion, or just a general feeling of heaviness when you lie down. And spicy foods? They increase core body temperature, stimulate your metabolism, and may even cause heartburn, all of which can delay sleep and trigger night sweats or discomfort. Why it matters for seniors? As we age, the lower esophageal sphincter, the muscle that prevents acid from rising, weakens. This makes us more prone to acid reflux or GERD, especially when lying down after eating. Plus, many seniors naturally produce less stomach acid, so digestion becomes more sluggish. And that late-night cheeseburger, it might keep you up all night. What to do instead? Opt for lighter dinners that include lean protein, steamed vegetables, and complex carbs like sweet potatoes or brown rice. Finish eating at least 2 to 3 hours before bed. Add a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar and water 30 minutes before dinner to support digestion, but check with your doctor first if you have acid reflux or ulcers. Number 4. Sugary snacks and healthy carbs that cause blood sugar spikes. Now let's talk about something sneaky: sugar. Now you might say, Dr. Carter, I don't eat much sugar anymore. I skip desserts. That's great, but did you know that? Many so-called healthy snacks like granola bars, fruit yogurts, even some whole grain cereals are loaded with added sugars and fast-digesting carbs. Here's the problem. These foods cause a blood sugar spike, followed by a sharp drop a few hours later. That drop often happens in the middle of the night, which can trigger sudden wakefulness, night sweats, anxiety-like feelings, increased heart rate, all of which are sleep killers, especially for adults over 60. Why it matters for seniors? As we age, we become more insulin resistant. This means our body struggles more to regulate blood sugar, especially at night. And when your blood sugar crashes at 2 or 3 a.m., your adrenal glands kick in and release cortisol, a stress hormone that can wake you up in a flash. What to do instead? Avoid sugary cereals, white bread, and sweet snacks before bed. Choose a balanced snack if you're hungry at night. Try a small handful of walnuts, a spoon of almond butter on whole grain toast, or Greek yogurt. Plain, no added sugar. If you crave something sweet, try a slice of banana with cinnamon. It provides natural magnesium and potassium, which help relax your muscles. Number 5. Dairy. For some people, the hidden disruptor. You might love a scoop of ice cream after dinner, or a glass of milk before bed, something many of us grew up believing was good for sleep. But for some older adults, dairy can actually be a hidden sleep disruptor. Dairy can cause digestive issues in people with lactose intolerance, which becomes more common with age. Even if you didn't have it in your 30s or 40s, you might be more sensitive now. The result? Gas, bloating, cramping, and, you guessed it, poor sleep. Also, ice cream and flavored yogurts are often high in sugar, fat, and sometimes caffeine from chocolate, a triple threat for your sleep cycle. What to do instead? Try plant-based alternatives like unsweetened almond milk, oat milk, or coconut yogurt. If you tolerate dairy, choose plain Greek yogurt, higher in protein and less likely to spike blood sugar. Still want something creamy before bed? Make a warm drink using almond milk, cinnamon, and nutmeg. It soothes digestion and calms your nervous system.
6. High sodium foods and dehydration. One more group to watch out for, and it's especially common at dinner time. Salty foods. Things like canned soups, deli meats, pickles, frozen dinners, salted snacks like chips or pretzels. These are often loaded with sodium, which can cause dehydration and fluid retention at the same time. Sounds confusing? Let me explain. When your body senses excess sodium, it starts to hold on to water, making you feel bloated. At the same time, you may feel thirstier, which leads to drinking more water at night and more trips to the bathroom after bedtime. Why it matters for seniors? Many older adults already struggle with nocturia, the need to urinate multiple times at night. Adding salty foods to the mix only makes it worse.
Plus, excess sodium can raise blood pressure, trigger restless legs, and interfere with magnesium, a key mineral needed for muscle relaxation and deep sleep. What to do instead? Check nutrition labels. Aim for meals with less than 500 milligrams of sodium per serving. Flavor foods with herbs like rosemary, garlic, basil, or turmeric instead of salt. Drink most of your water earlier in the day and cut off liquids about 1 to 2 hours before bed. Include magnesium-rich foods in your diet, such as spinach, almonds, and pumpkin seeds. FAQ: Common questions about sleep and food after 60. Let's answer a few common questions I hear from patients all the time. Is it bad to eat right before bed? Yes, for most people, it's best to stop eating 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. This gives your body time to digest and settle. But if you're truly hungry, a small, balanced snack with protein and healthy fat, like a few nuts or a boiled egg, is better than going to bed with a growling stomach. What vitamins or nutrients help with sleep? Great question. Here are a few that are backed by science. Magnesium helps relax muscles and calm the nervous system. Potassium supports muscle function and prevents cramps. Melatonin, the sleep hormone, which can be supported naturally through foods like tart cherries, oats, and walnuts. And vitamin B6 helps convert tryptophan to melatonin, found in bananas and salmon. What if I already eat well but still can't sleep? Sleep is affected by many factors, including stress, light exposure, screen time, and medications. If your diet is clean but you're still waking often, try these. Use blackout curtains. Avoid screens at least 1 hour before bed. Try guided meditation or deep breathing to lower nighttime anxiety. And check with your doctor about medications that might affect sleep. Let's review what we learned so far. Let's take a moment to recap everything we covered. If you're over 60 and struggling with poor sleep, waking often, tossing and turning, or waking up tired, your diet could be a hidden cause. Here are the 6 main types of foods and drinks to avoid after 60 if you want to sleep better tonight. Caffeine, found in coffee, tea, chocolate, sodas, and even medications. Stays in your system for hours, especially as you age. Instead, switch to herbal teas like chamomile or rooibos afternoon. Alcohol sedates you at first, but disrupts deep sleep and increases nighttime waking. Instead, try calming alternatives like warm turmeric milk or herbal infusions. Heavy, fatty, or spicy dinners can cause indigestion, heartburn, and disrupted sleep. Instead, opt for lighter meals with lean protein and vegetables eaten at least 2 to 3 hours before bed. Sugary snacks and refined carbs lead to blood sugar spikes and crashes that trigger nighttime awakenings. Instead, choose a small snack with protein and fiber, like Greek yogurt, nuts, or a banana with almond butter. Dairy, for some people, can cause gas, bloating, or digestive issues in those with lactose sensitivity. Instead, use plant-based options like almond milk or unsweetened coconut yogurt. High sodium foods increase dehydration, bloating, and nighttime bathroom trips. Instead, cook with herbs and spices, stay hydrated during the day, and eat magnesium-rich foods. Now, as promised, let me share my own nightly sleep ritual. This is the same routine I follow nearly every night at 70 years old, and I rarely wake up during the night anymore. Let's walk through it together. Light dinner around 6 p.m. I usually have a plate of grilled salmon or chicken, a portion of quinoa or brown rice, and some steamed spinach or zucchini. I keep it simple, avoid spicy or fried foods, and stop eating by 6:30 p.m. at the latest. No caffeine after 11 a.m. Even if I feel like I could use a pick-me-up, I don't drink coffee or tea after late morning. If I want something warm in the evening, I have chamomile or rooibos tea. Wind down time around 8 p.m. I dim the lights and avoid screens. No scrolling through news or emails. Instead, I might read a book, stretch gently, or do 10 minutes of breathing exercises. Deep breathing reduces cortisol, your stress hormone, and tells your brain it's safe to relax. My go-to nighttime drink. An hour before bed, I make my favorite calming drink, Dr. Carter's Sleep Blend. 1 cup unsweetened almond milk, half a teaspoon of turmeric, pinch of cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon of raw honey, warmed gently in a saucepan. This supports melatonin, reduces inflammation, and makes your body ready for sleep. In bed by 9:30 with purpose. Sleep is healing, so I treat it like medicine. I make sure my room is cool, quiet, and dark. No nightlights. If I wake up, I don't check the time. I just breathe deeply and trust my body to settle. Final thoughts. Small changes, big results. Sleep isn't just about feeling rested. It's when your brain clears toxins, your muscles repair, and your immune system gets stronger. And especially after 60, good sleep can mean fewer falls, better memory, improved mood, lower blood pressure, and even a reduced risk of dementia. You don't need to take sleeping pills or wait until you're desperate. Sometimes a better night's sleep starts right at your dinner table. So tonight, take one small step. Eat a lighter dinner, skip the chocolate, swap the late coffee for chamomile. Your body will thank you in the morning. If you found this video helpful, I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below. What foods tend to keep you up at night? Or which sleep tips will you try starting today? And don't forget, like this video. Subscribe to my channel, Life After 60, for more science-based tips on how to feel stronger, sleep better, and live fully, no matter your age. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourself, and good night.